We are back where we left in our last session. In this session, we are going to go much deeper into when I talked about dictionary are very flexible with the data type. We are going to look into one more example of it and then look into all the other things that we can do into it. Apart from that, in this session, we are also going to look into uh, how we can change the values directly. Now, let's start with taking one more example. We are going to take, let's say, example. I'm going to name my dictionary as example itself, and then I will be having a key. So key 1. At key 1, I'm going to write a number, comma. Then again at key 2, I'm going to write out a decimal number. There's a typo. Key 3, I'm going to write, let's say, a string. And I'll make sure that everything is small in this. At key 4, I'm going to write out a list. Sorry for the typo. And it will be a list of numbers. Right now I'm just keeping it continuous. You can change it if you want. And at key 5, we are going to have a list of strings. So I'm going to copy out this itself from my previous example. Now let's run it up and check if everything is fine or not. I'm going to check if my example is working fine. So particularly example is working fine. Now let's check if I can take each and every value from my keys. Sorry, at key 4 I have my numbers. Okay. Now the main thing why we needed to look into one more example is so that we can go much deeper into this fact that you can also get inside the data type whichever you are working out in a dictionary that is assigned in the value. So keeping it much simpler, so for each key we have a value, and a value is a data type, right? So if that data type may be a list, maybe a string, maybe tuple, set, it can be anything. Now if it is a set, then all the methods and all the functionalities that is available for a set, it will be used. Same thing at key 4, we have a list as a value, and all the functionalities, methods, indexing, whatever properties we have for a list, it will be applied over there. So over here we can see that example, let me execute it again. Example key 4 is a list. If I run it again it is a key. Now as you can see that it is a list, and a list can be indexed. So how to index it out? Just by keeping square braces or writing it, let's say at index number 0. Sorry for the typo. Index number 0 we have 2. Index number 3 we have 5. Similarly you can also slice it up. Let's say from 3 to 4, 3 to minus 1, I can get all the values. That is from index number 3, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. From 5 to the last value, that is 9. So whatever it is before 9, we will get all the values over here. That is how we can index it out. From here we can also apply methods, whatever methods we are having. Let's take the example of example, and I'll be taking the string, that is key 3. So there's a typo, key 3, so that's a string. You can check out the type of it just by assigning type. So that's a string. I'm going to copy back my code, and whatever the key, that is whatever it is replying out, that is Paul, it is a string, and I can apply any function to my string, let's say upper. So you can see that all the string methods are applicable over here. You can also index out a string, copy it out, paste it out, and then let's say 2. We can get exactly at 2, that is 0, 1, 2. At 2 we have u, so you can index out that. The main key point or a giveaway to take away from this is that whatever data type is assigned to a value, whatever data structure it belongs to, all the methods and functionality will be applicable to it, irrespective to it is a part of dictionary or not. Now, one more thing that we were going to discuss in this video are we can change values directly. So what I meant by this is if I want to change any particular value, so let's say I'm going to display out my dictionary once more. Example. Okay, this is the example. Let me view it like this. Okay, this is my example dictionary, and if I want to change something, let's say at example key 4, I'm going to change the list to a string of none. I'm writing it none. And if I check example, you can see that right now at key 4 it is none. So it has changed to none, and if I want to view it up from here, so I can get out the values. So key 4 is none. As this is a string, I can convert or change, apply whatever method strings have and store it out. That is how. If you want to store it out, you can just paste it out and save it in the same place. Now if I check example, you can see that it has been successfully converted. That is how we can directly change out a dictionary. Now if you want to create a new dictionary, that is a blank dictionary, and add values one by one, you can do that too. That is how you create out a blank dictionary. You can just check out type. Oops. Yeah. Type D is a dictionary, and if you want to add something, it's quite simple. So I'm gonna take student, and in it I'm gonna assign Paul, and let's say same, I'm gonna assign for age, same thing, I'm gonna assign 25. Now if I check D, you can see our dictionary is quite ready with student as a key, and if you check out student, it will show out whatever value it has been assigned to. Same thing for age. Same thing, you can do it for age. If you check it out, age 25. That's the takeaway from this video. In our next video, we are going to look into all the Python methods that we are having in dictionary.